video, I'm going to share seeds I'm starting for the 2022 gardening season. When it comes to seeds, I mean, a lot of people will tell you the best seeds to get are organic seeds, and I totally agree with that. It's good to have anything organic is good. I mean, the practices that they use to create these crops and save their seeds, it's just going to make disease resistant sometimes. But if you don't have the budget to buy organic all the time, you don't want that to stop you from growing food. So if someone's telling you, hey, you need to get organic seeds, just know that, yeah, it's great to have that, but don't let that stop you from buying just seeds that are not organic. So I don't really have a specific place of where I buy my seeds. As you see, I have a lot of Burpee, Baker Creek, Botanical Interest, and Ferry Morris. So those are my bulk of my seeds, like the seed companies that I use. If I find one that I like, I'll go ahead and try the other company seeds. But for now, that's my bulk of all my seeds are from those companies. I am using plastic trays, but I'm going to be doing soil blocking. So I made these in my last video that you saw. This is my plans. Chicken scratched up and wrote down all my seeds that I want to grow and like the dates that I want to start them. So I want to do succession planting, which is pretty much planting not all of it at the same time, just planting, like if you're going to do corn in the ground, you'll plant corn 1 week, and then like 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later you'll plant another row of corn, just so you can always have a harvest and not have so much being produced at the same time. I'm going to grow pepper. This is a paprika from Baker Creek. So this pepper you grow, and I can dehydrate this and blend it in my spice blender, which I just got, and to make paprika. So read the instructions in the back. It should be starting indoors between 8 to 12 weeks before my last frost date. So I've seen a couple of dates of my last frost date. Like I said, I'm zone 9A. I've seen some websites say my last frost date is March 1st. And I see some websites say for sure after March 19th you will have no freeze. So just to be safe, I'm just going to say it's March 19th, because knowing that after that day for sure there's no chance of a frost. So that's how I'm calculating it. Next up is pepper, a different type of pepper. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is to make chili powder. So this says to start indoors between 8 to 12 weeks. I'm really focused on trying to make my own spices since I cook so much with them. I'm tired of buying them in the store. I need to have my own spices, and a lot of them. I know I'm not going to grow as many as I want because of the space, but I'm going to try my best to fit them in and grow as much as I can. Next up, pepper, jalapenos. This one is from Botanical Interest. I'm going to grow those. I'm also going to start sweet pepper from Burpee called Carnival Blend and get a good mix of those. So that'd be awesome. I am going to start today. I can never say this word right. Nasturtiums flowers. This is from Baker Creek, which is called Bloody Mary, and then this is from Baker Creek also. In my notebook here, on my little plan, I put all the vegetables that I'm going to be growing in the pots, and then I put companion plants that I'm going to be growing with them. And so with cucumbers, I'm going to be having these flowers, nasturtiums, with them. So, and then I'm definitely going to have basil with my tomatoes, marigolds with my tomatoes. And I'm going to be growing cosmos with my peppers, which I heard are great companion plants. So definitely going to try to do that. Now that I'm done with tomatoes, I have some Dinosaur Kale growing already in the green stock, but I'm just going to do a couple more. So I'm going to start these by seed. These are from Burpee, Kale, and then I'm going to do some basil from Burpee as well. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be starting. Oh, that's it. That's a lot. I'm going to be starting. I am going to put my starter plants in my new grow light setup, which if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link that below. And my last pepper is a sweet pepper, which I also cook with, the California Wonder by Botanical Interest. So that's what I'm going to be growing. I'm going to grow celery. This one's cool. This one looks so big and I just can't wait to grow it. It's from Baker Creek. And then I'm gonna grow some collards from Baker Creek. And like I said, I'm trying to make my own spices, so this was already open because I tried to grow it in the green stalks. Parsley from Perry Morris, and sage from Burpee. We eat a lot of pickles. We are a pickle eating family, and so I make this pickle brine that I came up with, which I haven't put on my website, and I want to show that on here too. So I need to grow a lot of pickles. So I got Burpee cucumber munchers that I'm going to be growing. Pickle bush cucumber from Burpee. And I saw this, I forgot his name. I watch his YouTube. He's in California. He's a firefighter. Someone remind me. He had a video about, I guess he was just kind of harvesting what he had it touched for a while. And he mentioned the Armenian cucumber, which is this huge, long cucumber that has a taste of a cucumber and then a kind of a melon sweet taste, and that really intrigued me. And he was in California, so I know it grows well in the heat. And so I got the Armenian cucumber from Baker Creek. I'm going to try that. I'm super excited. I'm going to start today the Mexican sour gherkin cucumber from Baker Creek. Is the Benny Codima from Baker Creek. This was a really big hit. Last summer, I was on Instagram and saw a bunch of people growing it. It was kind of like a trend, but I really was intrigued because it's a plant that you grow to make your own sponge, and that's a loofah. So I definitely am going to go on the train of growing the loofah. This is from Baker Creek. I'm going to be starting Cherry Falls tomato bush cherry from Botanical Interest. The Ace 55 tomato bush from Botanical Interest, and this is what I got free when I got the green stock, so those are seeds are from there. I'm gonna grow a Roma, start those today. Roma Tomatoes from Perry Morris. The German Pink by Baker Creek. Brandy Wine red tomato from Burpee. I grew these last year, so definitely like those. Purple Bumblebee from Baker Creek. So I'm going to try those. Icicle tomato from Baker Creek. Kellogg's Breakfast. I've heard a lot about this one. I'm going to grow this one from Baker Creek. So I want to grow more than I can plant because I want to be able to sell some starter plants. I know I have the opportunity. And now that I have more land, it'd be nice to get into a farmer's market and at least get my foot in the door and sell something. And I think selling plants would be, starter plants, especially something like tomatoes that a lot of people grow themselves anyways, would be a good idea. So especially it'd be cool to grow these tomatoes that people really can't or don't know varieties of, not like popular ones. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but I feel like that would be a great opportunity to start selling something. I'm gonna do 4 paprika. Right here. 1, 2, 3. a mess, but I just had to use these labels for now, and then later when I get a permanent marker, I'll go ahead and use my labels and then tape it to each plant. So now everything is planted. The only thing I didn't get to plant is my flowers, which I'm gonna have to do next time. And this is the vermiculite. I don't know if you can see it. Very airy. Just gonna go ahead and sprinkle on top. This is all the seeds that I picked to grow this year, so a lot of these already, the ones that are open, are the ones that I just started right now. So yes, a lot of these seeds. Super excited to grow all this food. Hopefully I will be able to. I don't know. I know I keep saying that I have no time to do this and that, but I mean, I really hope I can grow all this food. So I have to go through my plan again and see which plants will go where now, since I kind of increased my plants that I'm going to grow, but that's okay. Thank you all for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay well, friends.